Everyone, on this video I'm going to tell you top things you need to avoid for this alt season. For everyone that is new, I'm CryptoGit, made over 5,000x in crypto. You can verify all the proofs. Now I'm documenting my journey on YouTube. So let's start firstly with it. Now, one thing that a lot of people haven't paid attention is that what happened in 2021. So we had this crazy rally from bottom to top for BTC. And one thing which is very important is what happened in Altseason. Altseason started approximately, let's go with BTC dominant chart. It started approximately, let's say, in January 2021. And that's the period that most of the altcoins started to pump like crazy. So it lasted for approximately, let's say, started January, let's call it till May 2021. Then what happened during that movement from January till May 2021, the majority of altcoins pumped like crazy. Now we had another rally for BTC, and then at this kind of rally, a lot of altcoins didn't actually pump. And look what happened. For example, this is Chainlink chart. Chainlink actually topped on the first altcoin rally, Altseason rally, at $52. Look, it was 10 May 2021. And it didn't run for the proper top of the bull run, which was basically in November, right? So if you actually held Link after May, you actually never reached your target here and you lost money, right? Because it never touched this kind of level. It went, all-time high was 53, maximum it touched was 38. Now, you got coins like, for example, Solana. Solana actually pumped till the proper top of the bull run and pumped till the end of it, basically, where Sol topped in November. And one thing which you guys, let me open again, you guys need to be really careful is that probably if this time the cycle will repeat himself, so something like this happened, let's say by January till March, April, something before summer, every altcoin goes up. Then we see a short-term crash, then another rally till the top of the bull run, which might be probably Q4 2025. And this is all based on cycles and not me just throwing numbers here and there. So if this kind of movement happens again, you have to be really careful, because a lot of altcoins will top here on the first Altseason rally, which would be probably something before the summer of 2025. Now, a lot of you are asking right now, yeah, but how should I recognize if my altcoin will top right now in the first Altseason rally or at the top of the bull run? Let me give you my opinion about it. If you check something which is very important, I'm going to go on coins that actually topped earlier. I actually shared this tweet on my account a few days ago. Definitely follow me on X, and also I'll leave a link below. Definitely join my free daily newsletter. It's really alpha content there. And yeah, so Link, Uni, Doge are great examples that show how some altcoins will top in the first Altseason rally. The difference between usually the coins that topped earlier is that they on average pumped more at the beginning. So look, let's take a calculation and see what happened with Chainlink that topped earlier and Solana that topped at the proper peak of the bull run. Link started to pump since 2019. Look, let's say $1 till May, it did 50x, right? So it actually started to pump since 2019, which was so early, because Solana didn't launch in 2019. It launched something like, I think, March 2020. And Solana for the whole 2020, it was actually down. Look how so chart was back then. Like, imagine if you were an investor and was seeing only this kind of movement. You'd call it a scam. Imagine if you just saw this. Then the real crazy pumps happen. So Solana, at the period that Link was pumping like crazy, wasn't even moving. So look at Sol on date, let's say 21 December 2020. Look how much was at 21 December the Link. 21 December 2020. Link was at $13. It already pumped from, let's call it $1. It was up like 13x, and that's one of the reasons that Link topped earlier. So keep this principle in mind. On average, coins that will pump earlier during the cycle have high chances of topping earlier. For example, right now everyone talked at the beginning of this bull run about Kaspa. I don't know if you're familiar with that coin. Let me show you. Caspar was a clear example that uh, I don't want to say that it will top earlier, but has chances to top earlier. Really, I haven't done the proper research on Caspar in terms of tech fundamentals. I'm talking just charts and what happens on average. So Caspar was one of the first coins to pump at the beginning of this bull run, and it did more than 200x in the beginning of the bull run. So the chances of this coin to top earlier is higher than the chances of a coin that hasn't moved to top earlier. That's the only thing. Now, for sure, nothing is black or white, because it depends also on the quality of the coin, what they're going to bring in the future, and so many things, but this is very important metric. Let's take a look, for example, at Doge, because even Doge topped earlier. Look what Doge did so early. So let me show you. Look, Doge started to move like crazy in the 2021 area, but the Doge pumps were like, I mean, it was hilarious because Elon was tweeting about it. So let's take a look at Uni, for example. I'm not too sure if it's the correct chart. Yeah, Uni. So Uni pumped like crazy for the whole 2020. Like the bottom was, let's say, because this was an airdrop, but I think you could even got it here. I remember I got the Uni airdrop, and you could got at 0.3. I mean, at the end of 2020, it was like at 5. So it still pumped. It was more than 4 or 5x, right? While Solana back then didn't even move. So you got coins that will actually top earlier based on the performance that they did in the past. It's really hard to find a Matic chart, but Matic can teach us, can give some really great examples on what can happen, because Matic was a coin that pumped already a bit late in the cycle, but the problem is that I'm not too sure how we can find the full chart. Yeah, I think this is the only full thing. I don't know why it's not showing. Anyway, let's try it here. Because Matic, for example, started to move a bit late, and it actually topped. I think a month or two after the proper top of the bull run. Let me check. So what coins does is actually, so look, Matic for the whole 2019 to 2020 didn't even move at all, was just consolidating, while Link for 2020 did like 13x or so. Then what happened? The top for Matic, I think it was, look, it was December 2029. So it actually went 1 month after Bitcoin topped. So you got coins that will actually even top after the proper peak of the bull run when BTC will do. And this is exactly that shows how some altcoins will go. The reason why I give you all of this is because I need you to understand that every coin is different. Like you got coins like Matic that pumped at the end, you got coins like Chainlink that pumped at the beginning and topped earlier, and you got coins like Solana that pumped, I would say, kind of a little bit too late, middle to too late, and pump like crazy till the proper peak. Now, you might ask how I'm gonna know my coin. It's so simple. If you focus on quality over quantity, you should know your coins better, because if you got 50 coins in your portfolio, you can do the analysis that I did right now. And it's not that easy that, yeah, you do a 5-minute analysis in one coin and that's it. You have to always monitor things, because for example, Matic, let's say this is a brand new token, tomorrow might have a bug. Or let's say in 3 months might have a problem, and then that has the chances of the top of the bull run being there. So this is why it's so important to be on less coins, and you actually have a better research process, and you actually will have all of the analysis done perfectly, so you can understand what will happen. So be really careful on this, because during the alt season probably this will happen. Some of the coins will actually top earlier. Now let me check my notes, because I want to give also some quick other lessons too. And the second one is, don't try to be quick on doing transactions. So this is really the best advice I can give to you at the current moment, because I know so many people that lost millions of dollars in crypto just because they wanna try to do something or wanna buy a coin quick. Like what happened to me in 2021 is that I was so experienced in crypto, but I did a dumb move. I remember I sent a coin to Bittrex, to an exchange which was back then, and I sent it to an unsupported network. It was like 3 a.m. I was trying to buy a coin that was launched. So keep in mind that every time that you don't have a calm mind, every time that you try to be quick, you risk a lot. So everything that you try to do in crypto, please especially in alt season, don't rush. I would say this is the best thing that you can ever do, because you can lose millions of dollars and you can negligate it. You think like, yeah, it's never gonna happen because I'm skilled about it. And that's what happened with me, that I've been like 8 years in this game. It's just stupid mistakes that happens when you try to rush, or you want to do something quick, or you're not sleeping and stuff like that. The other thing which I need you guys to understand is that let me show you the BTC chart. A lot of people, what they do, look what happens with people. What people do, I don't know why it's not loading all the time, this trading view. Anyway, the only problem I see people doing is that the more money they make, the more euphoric they get. And this is a mistake in my own opinion, because the more euphoric you get, the more you want to try to make more money and put more into the market. So what's happening, people right now are buying altcoins and they're going to make so much money, right, during the alt season. The problem is that on the first alt season rally, let's say it will go like this till summer, here people will have so much money, which will be probably the local top. The problem is that everyone will get so euphoric, so they want to try and put more and put more and put more without thinking what's going to happen. So the best thing that you can do after you make money, you have to be really paranoid. And I don't know if you have checked the quote of Elon Musk. I think he shared something similar. He said that the paranoid only survives, and this is also true in crypto. So the more money you make, the more paranoid you gotta be. Of course, I'm not saying go and lose your mind and be like an idiot, but I'm saying that the more money you make, the more you have to be careful that things will crash soon. Because imagine you doing most of the work, you make the most of the money, and a small mistake that you make here, you destroy everything. Like, you build all the wealth and it just takes 2-3 buttons to lose everything. So be really careful from this. Keep in mind that the more money you make, the more careful you have to be, not you have to put more money. And another thing which you gotta be really careful is that the more money you make, the more you'll try to compare yourself with others. So what happens during the all bull run, I'm sure you'll experience this too, is that you'll make so much money, right? The problem is that on social media, you'll go on Twitter, on IG, you'll see people flexing their watches, cars, $1 million profit, more than that, 10 million or 100 million, and you're gonna be like a small fish. So you're gonna feel like you haven't achieved anything, even though probably you might have done 100x, 200x, even 500x. In investing, keep in mind something, guys. There will never be a time where you'll be like, I made it. Even if you do 500x, you'll be like, oh, I could have done 1,000. Even if you do 20, you're gonna be, I wish I did 40. Like, everything that you've done, you'll actually say, I wish. For example, I told everyone to sell at 58k for BTC, and after that call, I was like, shit, I could have told people to sell at 66k. But I mean, look how much the small of the difference is, while I saved people from this. But still, in my mindset, I kind of thought about it. You get my point? So you have to be really careful. Don't try to compare yourself with others when everyone is making money. This is the most stupid thing to do, because you're never gonna be fulfilled and happy with what you achieve. And this is what will probably make you wreck, because you want to put more into the market, make more, be greedy for no reason. And when you understand the consequences, probably will be the bear market, and you'll be like, shit, I wish I sold here. The other thing is that let me check my notes, because I had another thing. Don't enter the market again if what you've made makes an impact in your life. So this comes down back to the previous topic, when people try to compare themselves with others. The problem with all of that is that you probably made money that you can really change your life. So let's say you put it 10 grand, let's say 20 grand, and you make, let's say, 2 million. Now 2 million is an amount that can change your life, right? And you got 2 million right now. Just because people go and compare themselves with others during alt season and the bull run, they go and put that 2 million back into the market. Well, it makes no sense, because I don't care if you make even 20 mil or 10 mil or 5 mil or even more than that. More money after it fulfills your needs in life is just a few extra zeros that comes from greed. So take the amount of money that or achievement that can change your life, and just try to stick with that, because everything after that is just an extra thing, which it's not a necessity, it's more like greed. And keep those principles in mind in the alt season, because they're very important. As I said, below you got my free daily newsletter. I share so much alphas, don't forget to join, and every day I send a new email lesson And I've running this newsletter for more than a year, so don't forget to join all free. See you next time.